All right, welcome back to the show, everyone. Hope you all are having a good day so far. So, this video popped up on my feed, and I couldn't resist but to check it out. It's called When Michael Jordan Came Back But Wasn't Him Anymore. And I'm not sure if they're referring to 45 Jordan or Wizards Jordan, but I'm interested in this anyways because, I mean, with the Wizards, I mean, let's be fair. Both times it took a couple games for him to really find his form. And when he was 45 Jordan, like, I mean, if I want to be truly fair, he wasn't really him until the next season. But I could argue that too, because he was still being clutch. He was still showing all the signs that he was him, but his legs just weren't him anymore. That's all I could say. It was just his damn legs. But anyways, everyone, this is a video from a channel called Heat Check, and I have reacted to a couple of Heat Check's videos at this point. So like I always do, I'm going to link the original video down below in the description for you all. So if you want to check it out, it's right there for you. And yeah, no need for a long intro. Let's see what this vid's all about. And yeah, here we go. Alright, so it is 45 Jordan.
Exactly 30 years ago in 1995, Michael Jordan returned to the NBA after being retired for 17 months playing baseball. And he did it in the most badass way possible, with a two-word press release saying, "I'm back." This would shock the entire basketball world, albeit in a positive way, as everyone was happy to see the GOAT back on the court. The game against the Pacers in Indiana became the most anticipated sports event ever. Even President Bill Clinton, addressing the public about the unemployment figures, cracked a joke about Jordan coming back.
The economy has produced 6.1 million jobs since I became president. And if Michael Jordan goes back to the Bulls, it'll be 6,100,001 new jobs.
And Reggie Miller, who had the pleasure of hosting MJ for his first game back, knew exactly who he was going up against.
I mean, can you just fathom how big that is? Can you imagine the president of the United States is saying something like that about a basketball player? You know, talking about the economy.
I think a very high level. You know, he's still Michael Jordan, even though he's taking a year off.
Then there were some players who were straight up doubting Michael.
Michael. You mean the baseball player?
If I see him this year, that means I'm in the finals. I like my chances. You know.
I gotta say, young Doc Rivers caught me off guard. Anyway, the main reason for his return was the baseball strike that halted the 94-95 season. Michael needed something to compete in and satisfy his competitive nature.
The baseball strike had not happened, I don't know if this would have materialized.
We all thank the MLB for that, so the show was ready to begin. And check out the broadcasting legend Marv Albert in his prime announcing Jordan's first game back.
And the Pacers have certainly made the point they do not see themselves in the role of playing the foil so Michael Jordan can put on a show.
MJ surprised everyone when he stepped on the hardwood with 45 on his jersey, a number that he wore in high school, now representing a new beginning for him. But he didn't start the game quite the way he wanted.
Will Perdue pops it out. Michael Jordan looking for the shot. Not able to hit on his first attempt.
Just got to get the first one out of the way.
Jordan now posting up. Jordan with the turnaround. Take it 0 for 3. Jordan fires.
He's coming up short on a lot of these too.
In fact, missed a game because of that. Here's Jordan, and he's rejected.
Michael missed his first 5 shots.
Wow, I don't even think he was rejected on this. I think he just missed it.
Because of that, here's Jordan.
Hold up. No, he didn't get blocked. I don't think so, at least. I think it was just his first game back, guys. You know, what are you gonna do?
Michael missed his first 5 shots, looking rusty out there on the court. Meanwhile, on the other end, Reggie was cooking Jordan.
Bulls are a little rattled here at the start as Miller is able to go all the way.
Yeah, that's a crappy first assignment. Reggie Miller. No thanks. Welcome back.
Reggie Miller. Opening quarter, Miller.
And check out Scottie Pippen bricking his first couple of three-point attempts.
Oh.
This is the same
Can
guy.
you even call it a brick when you miss everything like
And
this?
check out Scottie Pippen bricking his first couple of three-point
Okay, I think he hit right here on the backboard. Damn.
attempts. This is the same guy that's talking trash 30 years later. Regardless, the Pacers had a
Dang. Damn. He
This
would
is
do
the
this
same
sometimes.
guy that's talking trash 30 years
Jeez. So he hit the backboard on one and then he airballed the next. All right, so he's having nervous jitters too.
later. Regardless, the Pacers had a 6-point lead after one, with Mike going scoreless while Miller scored 10 points. In the second quarter, he got fouled while penetrating and got to the line
you
where
go.
he can score with his eyes closed,
Yep.
right?
This is where you calibrate the shot, man. Calibrate it at the free throw.
Ooh, he must have been upset after missing this penalty. Finally, he drains the second free throw for his first NBA point after almost 2 years. Reggie on
As
the other
crazy as it is, this is the best thing for Jordan at this point. He needed this. He needed this to realize, crap, I can't just come back and be on top of the mountain anymore. I have to climb back up to the top of the mountain.
hand kept firing on all cylinders.
Jordan got picked off. Miller fires. Yes!
Ooh, Reggie's talking
Pacers
smack.
dominated till that point, going on a 15-3 run in the second period with Michael on the floor. The Bulls were down by 18, shooting miserably from the floor mainly because of trying to incorporate a megastar for the first time in their new system. And with 4 minutes left in the second, MJ's first bucket went through the net.
Field goal. And there it is. Michael Jordan.
After seeing his first shot go down, Jordan felt confident.
He's really not back at 100%, but having an outstanding day.
There you go, buddy.
A signature move going left and stopping on a dime before swishing the shot over the outstretched arms of Miller. However, on the next possession, when trying to do the same going
that's
right,
not a-
he
that's like
missed
a shot.
badly. Michael finished
His footing, his footwork is just so wrong here.
on the next possession when trying to do
He's leaning into him.
the same.
Yeah, he's like floating to the right and leaning into the defender. That's not Jordan's game at all.
Going right, he missed badly. Michael finished the first half with a modest 7 points on 2 for 9 from the field, and Chicago was down by 10 points.
Could be
But
worse, I
early in the
guess.
second half, Jordan made an outstanding play starting on the
There you
defensive
go.
end.
There you go. That's where the intensity starts.
Michael Jordan with the steal. Walking it back.
Wow, the strip on Smith on one end and then going coast to coast for a gorgeous finger roll. He's back,
Yeah.
and he got the ball inside, but Dale Davis swatted his shot out of
That's a
bounds.
goaltend.
Luckily, the refs called a goaltend, so 2 more points for Mike. Reggie on the other side continued with his hot shooting night.
Quick release.
Yeah, this is prime Reggie, man.
Not only him, but Derek McKee also poured in on Michael.
Shot clock down to 3. McKee.
The Pacers, up by 15, looked like they got things under control, but the Bulls with MJ on the bench made some extraordinary plays to keep the game within reach.
Pippen looking for the shot. Can't find it. Kukoc has to fire.
There's Tony.
Tony Kukoc with a 3. Armstrong beating Jackson with the dribble. And it's
Ooh.
Whittington with the slam.
Big Bill.
And when he got back, he started feeding his teammates.
Jordan for Kukoc. Yes. Michael Jordan with the feed
Yeah, good
for
idea.
Jordan. The 5
Because he's a
seconds.
huge distraction right now.
Here's Jordan
In his
slicing
first
it
game
from
back.
inside.
There you go.
Whittington.
Those were some amazing dimes by Jordan, drawing the attention of the defense and dropping the pass for the easiest points of the night for Kukoc and Wennington. And with that, finishing the third quarter on a high
Nice.
note for Chicago, despite still being down by 10 points. But at the start of the final period, Rick Smits cooled down Mike and the Bulls because
Here's Jordan putting the move on.
Ow.
Trying to figure out why he
God
didn't get a foul
dang
ball when he
it.
initiated contact into Smith.
Jordan's probably thinking, what the hell am I doing? Getting my ass
Indiana
beat.
went up by 16 with less than 7 minutes to go. But then Steve Kerr and Scottie Pippen responded with back-to-back threes to cut the lead
Same
back
spot,
to 10.
too.
Then Michael got McKee up in the air with a ball fake before finding Longley inside for the easy deuce. And that leads us to this sequence where Miller and Jordan went head-to-head on both ends.
Miller, yes. There's a 2-pointer. A quick release.
Yeah,
Reggie
good
Miller.
defense, better offense. Nice use of the glass.
Indiana 88, Chicago 81.
So with the lead down to 7 and 3 minutes on the clock, BJ Armstrong announces the war in the clutch with his corner 3.
Rebound blocked. Armstrong backs to three-point territory.
Hey, they're in this.
And with Reggie being unable to respond on the other end, it was MJ time. Or was it?
Jordan posting on Miller.
By the way, how many of you actually watched this game live? I did. I haven't gone back and rewatched the whole thing in a long time, so I forgot the Bulls came back here.
No help at
But
this
hell
point.
yeah, I watched this game live.
Jordan not able to hit.
Jordan freezes Miller before raising up, but misses the jumper as well. This was cash money all day before his retirement.
Yeah.
McKee drained the midi afterwards, forcing the Zen Master to call a timeout. And look at Mike on the bench, frustrated,
Yeah.
knowing he missed a crucial chance late in the game. Out of the timeout, he's persistent.
That's hard because like he's got to be fair with himself, but at the same time he's got to be fair with himself. So yeah, he's responsible for this. But at the same time, it's like you got to be understanding a little bit and be like, okay, it's your first game back, buddy. But still, I kind of cost the team this win here.
Continues to fire bricks, just 5 of 22 from the field till that moment. Anyway, he redeems himself by stealing the ball just seconds later and drops the
There you
pass
go.
down to Blunt, who's fouled and will go to the line. It's a 5-point game with a minute and a half remaining when Chicago's defense delivers again.
A minute 35 remaining in the fourth. Pressure by Chicago. Indiana's led by
Nice, BJ.
Armstrong with the steal. Beating Pippen. Scottie Pippen cuts it to a three-point lead.
Unbelievable, with only a 3-point advantage, the Pacers are in a scramble mode, resulting in a bad shot and a worse miss by McKee.
Hey, no matter
So,
what, they're gonna leave the Pacers scared for the next time they see each other.
it's on.
They know the Bulls aren't gonna quit.
There's Pippen from three.
Bang.
The Bulls have come from 18 down.
Oh my goodness, Pippen nails the 3 on the pass by Jordan and ties the game, stunning the entire arena. Now, with time winding down, Reggie comes out of the pick on the left wing for a signature shot, but Michael goes crashing into him, leaving both players hurt on the floor.
Michael did not want to make the contact. Both Jordan and Miller are shaken up.
Ooh, he really stretched out his
Oh.
right leg into Miller after being completely faked out. This is a flagrant foul nowadays for
Ouch.
sure. Reggie was so hurt that he remained on the bench for the last shot.
Yeah, that was dangerous for both of them there. MJ could have injured his knee too.
For Jackson. Back to McKee for the shot. And we go to overtime.
McKee comes up short and the game is headed to overtime.
I forgot this went to
Man,
OT.
so much drama in his first game back.
Right?
And the Pacers got some bad news before the start of the extra 5 minutes.
As we head to overtime, and the word on Reggie Miller that he is through for the game, suffering a right thigh contusion.
Now they lose their best perimeter shooter.
With Miller out of the game, the momentum was on Chicago's side after coming back from minus 18 to forced overtime.
However, the Bulls do recapture the ball.
Michael Jordan. Yes. Michael Jordan.
Wait,
And the game
I don't remember.
is tied.
I don't remember the Bulls winning this.
On Scott. Yes. Michael Jordan comes up hobbling.
Yeah.
But a miracle happened with 1:17 to go when Reggie Miller got back into the
Oh.
game despite hobbling on one leg.
Here comes Reggie Miller.
Yeah, there you go. That's a hero moment.
Who appeared to be through for the rest of the game.
Yeah,
is
it's a
working
bruise.
his way
He's
back
bruised.
out of the court.
This
It's
seemed
gonna
to
hurt no matter
spark a
what.
much needed motivation to his teammates because
Jackson.
BJ kind of blew that one.
Jackson.
Reggie got subbed out after one trip down the court, but the Pacers continued in high spirit.
Scott made contact with Henry. Yes, and it counts.
Mark Jackson and Byron Scott put Indiana back up by 6 points with less than 30 seconds to play, and the fans were loving it.
Outstanding performance by Byron Scott, who will go to the line. He's 5 of 6. 3-point play for Scott. And the Bulls will take a timeout.
And listen to the arena sounds on the last possessions for the Bulls. It was a thriller ending, literally.
Jordan goes off the mark.
Yep. Front of the rim and the back of the rim, so overcompensation. Oof.
Davis.
Yep.
Number 5 for
It's over.
final seconds. And
the foul is given. The Pacers hearing it.
Hey, man. First game back, Bulls made this competitive.
Jordan missed his last 2 attempts, finishing the game with 19 points on a measly 7 of 28 from the field. Pacers started
25%.
celebrating a hard-fought victory. This game drew an estimated 35 million viewers, making it the most-watched regular season game in NBA history.
Damn.
Zernes was well aware at the post-game conference of the type of game he just
I guess
played.
it's a dumb question, and probably all of you watched this game as well as I did.
It was one of those bad games that I've had in the past, you know, and I got something to build upon from this point on.
This was probably one of the worst games of Michael's career.
Wow, he didn't blame his teammates. I'm just kidding. I'm just so used to that nowadays. He was like, yeah, I sucked. I got work to do. I like it. And then he did that work.
But he had a pretty darn good excuse about it. Even the GOAT needs practice and some time to come back to his full potential.
Oh, yeah.
Later that season, Nick Anderson famously stated, "Number 45 doesn't explode like number 23 used to. Number 45 is not number 23. I couldn't have done that to number 23." After winning Game 1 of the playoff series between the Magic and the Bulls, that seemed to have pissed off Jordan, who returned to his iconic number for Game 2 and posted 38 points in a win for Chicago.
By the way, thank you, Nick Anderson, for getting Jordan to wake up and put 23 back on.
Although they lost
Thank you for
that series, MJ got the last laugh when they swept the Magic a year later in the Eastern Conference Finals. And the rest is history. Hope you enjoyed this throwback video as much as I did making it. And if you can't get enough of the NBA, check out my last video where I explain how the league lost its mind yesterday. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.
You know, I didn't realize until just this very moment. His jersey numbers in the NBA were 2, 3, 4, 5. Like he's just counting up. Even though I know he's got a deeper meaning with that, because what was it? It was his brother Larry who wore 23, I believe. So then Jordan was wearing 45 in sports, but then ended up doing the 23 as a tribute to his brother. But to me, I could just see 2, 3, 4, 5. You know. Anyways. That was a cool video. I do remember it pretty well. And then I remember, what was it, by his third game back, I think they played Atlanta. And that's where MJ had a game-winning shot. And it like pounded the middle of the court. And then that's when I realized, I'm like, okay, he's going to be fine. Maybe not this year, but he's still him. You know, he's still that guy. But right now, his body is not playing nice with him. So it's going to take a year of training. And it did. And he came back looking way different than I thought he would. Because, you know, when he was 45, like jersey number 45, dude, you guys can see the footage here. He was skinny. He had a baseball body. But then by the next season, he came back ripped. You know, he came back ripped, strong, and he was just focusing a lot on his post game. And it was beautiful to watch. It's just not what I was expecting. Anyways, everyone, let me know what you guys thought. Did you watch this game live? Do you remember the anticipation for this, the build up for it? Because I've never been so excited for a regular season game in my entire life as I was for this. And then I gotta say, after that, it was the next game that I was that excited about. And in the next game, I couldn't get enough. I was just so happy to see him back. And honestly, it was really cool to see his journey again from the ground level, like trying to climb up that mountain. It was so cool to watch the journey. I appreciated it a lot more because I was a little older by that point when he made his comeback. But anyways, everyone, those are my thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are. Like the vid if you haven't done it yet. It helps out a ton. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. And hit that bell if you want to get notified for the next one. I appreciate you all. Peace out. And be water, my friends.